What is up? What is good? It's your boy Zillionaire. Welcome to the show. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, and all that good stuff. Shout out to people that have been buying my books and everybody else and everything else. I appreciate your support. You heard me at the channel and the work that I put in. Now, TEREASA Martin recently posted about the detective, okay, and the freezer door. Whether she's telling the truth, I don't know. I'm just putting it out there what she said. You believe what you want to believe. Like I say, people twisting my words about Teresa. I never said Teresa killed her daughter. I said I believe she knows more than what she's saying, and she got paid off to hush. That's what I believe, and that's what I believe, because the video she posted talking about she's going to get rich and all that, and her behavior. That's all I watch is her behavior. Okay, and I don't go by nothing she says. I go by what people do. All right. Now, some people think she sacrificed her daughter. Whether it's true or not, I don't know. Okay, that's between her and God. But I do believe she know more than what she's saying, and I believe she got a little bit of hush money. Now, she says on this freezer door that this is what she claims. Whether it's the truth or not, I don't know. She claimed that it was red spots on the door, as you see right here, and the detective told her it was dyed up turkey meat. Now, if the detective did tell her it was dyed up turkey meat, if he did, how would he know that's dyed up turkey meat? If this is true, how would she know when they never took fingerprints, they never took any DNA evidence, they never took any analysis of the crime scene or the scene where they found her body? They never did any analysis. They didn't scoop up anything. They took pictures and that was it. No DNA, no forensics. They didn't test nothing, which we know that's a red flag, and we know that's violation of policy on how to handle a case. You're supposed to have forensics, DNA on the scene. You're supposed to have detectives, and you're supposed to have the emergency response team is supposed to be there, and the medical examiner. They're all supposed to be there. Okay, the scene is supposed to be yellow taped off, and everybody's on there supposed to be doing their job to find out whether this was a murder or a death, or did the person, or this is an accidental death. This is what they're supposed to try to find out, which we all know this was not an accidental death. We all know this. There's no way in hell she could have put herself in that freezer. There's no way in hell she had enough strength to open the freezer door, let alone did she have enough strength to walk around. Okay, somebody put her in there. Somebody opened the door and put her in there. She was too coherent. She didn't know what was going on. She didn't know where she was at. All right, we all know somebody put her in there. Okay, now, if this is true, if TEREASA Martin, if this is what she's saying is true, okay, why would the detective just lie to her like that and say this is dyed up turkey meat? Well, if this is true and he is lying to her, of course they didn't care about the crime scene. They could care less about anything that's going on. And if Rosemont, who has a history of covering up crimes, who have a history of organ trafficking, who have a history of putting bodies in freezers, why do you think they don't care? Okay, it's just another body that they made money off of. They didn't care less. So of course, they're going to tell her anything just to shut her up, or to get her just to stop questioning them. Okay. Now, I don't know what this is on the door. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's dried up blood. I don't know if it's meat stained. I don't know if it's dye. I don't know what it is. We don't know what it is because they never got any analysis of the scene. We may never know what it is. Okay, and that's the crooked side of this case. This case was mishandled, and they violated procedures, and they violated the code, as I did in the other video. Remember, I read off to y'all how no DNA, no forensic. Remember, I told y'all, and I broke down the law that's in, not only in Chicago, but it's a law, and it's a certain procedure that you're supposed to go through when you find a dead body. The detective is supposed to be on the scene. The emergency response team is supposed to be on the scene to make sure they're dead or see if they can revive the body. The medical examiner is supposed to be there to see if this was a murder, death, or accidental. Okay, they had no yellow tape, none of that. They just came, scooped the body up, and left. That's how I know this is a bunch of bullcrap. And like I say, they say she was in the freezer for what, almost a day or whatever. I know through that whole time She was supposedly in the freezer. I know they were taking this girl's organs out. I know that. And they left her there, and they ended up getting her when they was ready to get her. It's just too much evidence just showing the history of Rosemont. And their history tells me who they are. Anytime you have warehouses full of bodies and freezers, I know why you put Kenneka in a freezer. Y'all that's what y'all do. There's too many red flags, too many signs pointing to that. And who knows what this is over? We ain't never know. We don't know. It's a lot of things we will never know in this case. Only God knows. Only God knows. But we know there's foul play. We know it's a lot of dirty stuff going on. We know they didn't follow procedure when they found her body. You know it's a lot of crime cover-ups. Okay? I mean, you know this stuff about Rosemont. You know they're into organ trafficking. You know it's a lot of missing girls in Chicago. And I'm also talking about that. But I'm your boy Zillionaire. I just had to post, a recent post about what TEREASA Martin said. And whether she's telling the truth or not, we don't know what this is on the door. We never know. We will never know. But we do know there was blood on Kenneka's ankle. Her ankle was bleeding like she was drugged. You could tell somebody drugged her. On one side of her pants legs were dirty. Somebody drugged her and put her in that freezer. She was drugged on the ground. One side of her body was black. One side of her pants were black. Somebody drugged her. Her shoe came off, her ankle scraped the floor, and that's why her ankle was bleeding. This is some crazy stuff here. I'm your boy Zillionaire. I'm out of here, man. There's a lot of crazy stuff going on in the world. I'll continue to give some updates on this case or whatever is being posted about Kenneka. I'll keep you updated on whatever new findings I've had. But I'm also talking about other stuff that's going on in the world. We got to focus. There's a lot of crazy stuff going on in the world, and we have to talk about what's going on with Kenneka and Kendrick Johnson, as well as everything else in the world. You can't be blinded to what's going on out here in this world. You can't be blinded to the crazy stuff that's going on out here. There's more stuff going on than we can imagine. And we need to focus on this story, but other stories as well. I'm out of here.